On the east coast of Canada, 150,000 square miles of breathtaking scenery. History back to the days of the Vikings. People rich in customs. It's all here. Here is Newfoundland and Labrador. I'm Frank Holden. This is my home. In the next 25 minutes, I'll share it with you. I'll show you the beauty and the grandeur of this Canada's 10th province. You'll see the friendliness of our people and get a glimpse of our past. You'll also see more than a generous portion of the present. And it's just waiting for you. You can get to Newfoundland and Labrador from North America by road, air, or by sea. From the British Isles and Europe, there are numerous air links that will get you here, but no matter how you come, you'll have a great time. It's a destination that's well worth the journey. One of the first things you'll notice is the sea, as beautiful as it is when peaceful. When there's a storm, its mighty power is a sight to behold. The rugged grandeur along our moody coastline is breathtaking. The pounding surf plays a symphony for all to see and hear. If you travel by road, large modern ferries transport you and your vehicle. Reservations for your passage and a cabin should be made early during the summer season. Meals are served during all sailings, and a lounge, games arcade, and movies are provided for your enjoyment. You'll love Newfoundland and Labrador. It's one of the most scenic and uncrowded destinations in eastern North America. Newfoundland has excellent highways. The Trans-Canada Highway stretches across the province from Port aux Basques to St. John's, a distance of more than 500 miles. Along the way, there are numerous places where you'll want to spend some time. Stephenville, on the west coast, is an industrial town, and during the summer months, the Arts and Culture Center is home to the Stephenville Festival.
And all at once you know again what life is for. There disappear as soon as you hear that happy audience roar. 'Cause you've had a taste of it, you hear it, the sound that says love, 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 love. Applause, applause,
The mighty Humber River, winding its way to the sea. Situated at the mouth of the Humber is the city of Corner Brook. This area has excellent restaurants and accommodation. It's a popular stop for both auto and bus travelers and serves as a base for touring the inland reaches of the Bay of Islands and the Great Northern Peninsula. At Deer Lake, you can turn off onto the Viking Trail, a modern highway that meanders along sea coast and mountain. This highway will take you through Grosse Morne National Park, a wilderness showcase of natural history, seacoast, forest, and ancient mountains. You can't drive to the top of Grosse Morne Mountain, but if you're adventurous, there's a hiking trail. A visitor reception center gives you an opportunity to learn more about many aspects of the park. At Western Brook Pond, a charter boat offers guided tours of an inland fjord. This magnificent spectacle of nature rivals the scenery of Scandinavia.
This at one time was seawater. Where we are now is a lake, but at one time around 10 to 13,000 years ago, this was covered with seawater, because here on the west coast, we are living on an emerging coastline. What that means, of course...
You'll have to allow several hours to see Western Brook Pond, but it's worth every moment. Just below Gross Mourne is Bon Bay. You can tour it by boat. Of course, it just wouldn't be Newfoundland if you didn't jig the fish. Not an award winner, maybe, but it's lots of fun anyway. Quiet little communities like Woody Point and Rocky Harbor offer the traveler both accommodation and home-style meals. And like everywhere in Newfoundland and Labrador, the people are friendly and the hospitality first-rate. As you move along the Viking Trail, you can see how the pounding of the sea has carved natural rock arches through a bed of dolomite. The Arches is a natural scenic attraction marked with roadside signs like all points of interest across our province. Newfoundland and Labrador has had a long and fascinating history preserved in exciting lifestyle museums and ancient sites. Our first European settlers, the Vikings, landed at the most northern tip at Lansa Meadows. Today, Lansa Meadows is a national historic site where you can see how these first settlers lived 1,000 years ago.
As for the construction of the house, there's no nails in it. It's all wooden pegs. There's about 8 inches of sod on the roof. Also, the walls here, they're 6 feet thick.
Red Bay in southern Labrador, site of one of the most significant archaeological discoveries this century. The site of an ancient Basque whaling station and the wreck of the whaling galleon San Juan, which sank at Red Bay in 1565.
For the first time here, we're getting a look not only at the industrial part of the Basque whaling, but now we have a look at the people themselves and can tell you something about height and general health and so forth. It's possible, I suppose, that they're members of a boat crew who were overturned by a whale, perhaps, when they were out hunting it, or may simply have run into rough water or something and washed overboard and drowned.
Labrador still nurtures a spirit of adventure. You can experience some of the best sport angling in North America in southern, central, and western Labrador. One of our better-known northern communities is St. Anthony. This is the home of the Grenfell Mission, named after Dr. Wilfred Grenfell, who started serving this area in 1892 and devoted the rest of his life to the needs of our northern people. The first mission is now a National Historic Site. A modern hospital complex stands as a reminder of those early days. In the hospital lobby, impressive mosaic sculptures recreate the hardships and hopes of the people of the northern coasts. Grand Falls on the Exploits River. This community in central Newfoundland is known around the world as a major supplier of newsprint. The Exploits River was used by the Beothuk Indians on their way to the sea, and the Mary March Museum, named after a Beothuk woman, displays numerous items dating back to those early times. Before the Beothuks, More than 3,500 years ago, the maritime archaic Indians were living in what is now Twillingate. A rocky shoreline watched over by the Long Point Lighthouse. Climb to the top. The view is breathtaking. An excellent stopover for bus tour and air travelers is Gander. Once known as the crossroads of the world, Gander's International Airport has been an important link in transatlantic air transportation. If you like the outdoors, you'll find all our parks are made to order. We have 43 provincial parks and 2 national parks, located in nature settings of forest and sea coast. All offer a variety of activities, some very special scenery, and a rich array of natural history. On the east coast, Terra Nova National Park offers more than 150 square miles of forest, lakes, and streams. Terra Nova's sheltered estuaries are accessible by yacht and sailboat, as well as by road. Newman Sound is an area well worth exploring. For the scuba fan, there's a wealth of natural history to explore. Terra Nova Park has a network of hiking trails, both for day hikes and overnight camping. You'll find the facilities excellent and uncrowded. Wherever you go in Terra Nova, there's always spectacular scenery and things to do, like fishing, and it's never far away. Provincial parks in wilderness settings also offer a variety of family vacation activities. Clean air, the great outdoors, and a hearty meal. This is what makes holiday fun. There are lots of places for people and some special places for wildlife, like this goose sanctuary near Clarenville. And at Cape St. Mary's, the seabird sanctuary. This rock island is home to thousands of gannets and other seabirds. From a vantage point only feet away, you can look down on the second largest gannetry in North America. The provincial government operates a nature park at Salmoneer, an hour's drive by car from the capital city, St. John's. Popular with young and old alike, this park gives the visitor a chance to see most of the wildlife common to Newfoundland and Labrador in their natural environment. There are lots of things to see off the main roads. We have more than 700 pretty little villages scattered all around our province. Take some time to walk around in a few of them, and you'll discover some wonderful sights and meet friendly folk who always have time for a chat and usually have a yarn to tell. Trinity, on the Bonavista Peninsula, discovered on Trinity Sunday in the year 1500. Many of these small communities have historical sites, churches, craft shops, and museums. Trinity is no exception. Heart's Content, another town with lots of history. The first successful transatlantic cable was landed here in 1866. Today, the museum takes you back to the days before radio and television. dawn, sometimes earlier, the villages along our coast come to life. This is the time fishermen head out to sea for the daily catch. Like a fantasy, in the light of another day, the little boats head out to sea, one by one. Fishing is a heritage, passed down from one generation to the next. Part of our heritage is the folklore that you'll find throughout the province. There are stories of ghosts, pirates and buried treasure, omens and superstitions. There are colorful customs and lots of music. Folk festivals are held throughout the province all summer long. It's a time to relax, to enjoy the music that's so much a part of life in Newfoundland and Labrador. It's a celebration of music that's nearly 5 centuries old. You don't have to be on the stage to dance.
I said, pretty Polly, can I come to bed with you? I said, pretty Polly, can I come to bed with you? Smiling, she replied, well, yes, you can if you want to. You're whack, full of dough, full of darrell o'day.
On the first Wednesday in August, it's Regatta Day, the oldest continuing sporting event in North America. It's a full day of racing on Kitty Vitty Lake. If you would rather go sailing, visit Conception Bay. Wind and salt air, the perfect end to a summer's day. Summer isn't the only time to visit Newfoundland and Labrador. Fall is beautiful. The hills and valleys are ablaze with color, and the air is cool and refreshing. The days get shorter, and then winter skies. In Newfoundland and Labrador, don't be surprised by the sight of a dog sled.
Concord, Scarwin, pull! Hey, hey!
Teams from all over the province come to Goose Bay in Labrador to compete in annual dog sled competitions. It's also a great spectator sport. Another winter activity, cross-country skiing, is popular province-wide. There are lots of trails and excellent facilities. Just outside Goose Bay is Snow Goose Mountain. A T-bar lift, ski patrol, and excellent downhill slopes make this an active spot all winter long. Labrador City and Walbush, in Labrador West, also offer great winter opportunities. Cross-country skiing is very popular here, so popular that a world-class cross-country ski facility is in operation from fall until late spring. The excellent trails have become a favorite spot for international pre-season training and were part of the World Cup circuit in 1983. Offering 30 kilometers of trails, the area is popular with both young and old, day and night. But it's not all cross-country. Smoky Mountain offers 13 alpine runs on well-maintained slopes served by 4 lifts. The fun includes night skiing as well. But the fun isn't only on the slopes. The ski capital of the province is on the west coast of Newfoundland, Marble Mountain, at Steadybrook, home of the Cornerbrook Ski Club. The facilities here include a complete rental and service shop with fully qualified staff. A ski school offers instruction at various levels. Lifts include a rope tow for beginners, 2 T-bar lifts on the junior and senior slopes, and a 5,000-foot double chair lift on a rise of more than 1,600 feet. Marble Mountain has 13 major trails. In all, they cover 370 acres. As important as good snow is good grooming. At Steadybrook, they have both, and they also have après-ski. As you travel around our province, you'll find that the sea is never far away. If you can't see it, then you'll hear it. And if you can't hear it, you'll smell it. That sweet smell of salt water and rockweed, the sights of tide pool and periwinkle. Newfoundland has some excellent sand beaches. They're uncrowded and the water is clear and invigorating. Signal Hill. It was here that the last battle of the 7 Years' War was fought in 1762, and in 1901, Marconi received the first transatlantic wireless signal here on this rocky precipice. You can drive to the top of Signal Hill. It's a popular stop for tour groups. Cabot Tower houses an historical museum open to the public. And just outside, you can look down on the gun battery and lighthouse that have watched the present become the past. Today, on the summit of Signal Hill, you can still see some of the past at this National Historic Site. The Signal Hill Tattoo reenacts scenes from the past, from the time when the French and the English were at battle on the slopes of Signal Hill.
Royal Newfoundland Company, halt! Company, fire!
The capital city of Newfoundland and Labrador is St. John's. No other city in North America is closer to Europe, which explains its old world character and its new world charm. St. John's is a pleasant mix of the past and the present. As you walk around this city, you'll see the architectural styles brought here by the British and Europeans. The homes have an old world character. Tree-lined streets offer shade to stately structures dating back to the last century. St. John's is a good place to shop. The city has a wide variety of stores, malls, and boutiques. Some are housed in these restored buildings along the waterfront. Within a stone's throw are the fishing boats that have made St. John's famous, and nearby, a street merchant. Along with the old is the new. Modern hotels offer guests first-class rooms, meals, and a panorama of city and harbor. The view often includes an offshore supply boat serving one of the several oil rigs drilling off our shores. Speaking of things to see, be sure to visit the Newfoundland Museum. An excellent collection of prehistoric Indian and Inuit artifacts can be viewed in the Native Peoples Exhibit Hall. Other displays give the visitor a great insight into the more recent settlement of Newfoundland and Labrador by the pioneers from Great Britain. Our fine restaurants offer varied menus, and in Newfoundland you can be sure that always includes seafood. If you're adventurous and want to catch your own, you can take a charter boat and go jigging for cod, the way the fishermen have done for generations. It's lots of fun, and the gulls enjoy it too. Newfoundland has good highways, and St. John's is no exception. The Trans-Canada Highway begins here. Bowring Park, in the west end of St. John's, pastoral and peaceful, the place to walk and talk and lie in the summer sun. It's a place to watch the birds and smell the flowers, and it's a place for children to have fun. Not far from St. John's is Cape Spear. The famous Cape Spear light has warned countless ships about this rocky coast. Some didn't listen. When you stand at the tip of Cape Spear, you're closer to Europe than any other person in North America. We think that makes Cape Spear rather special. Newfoundland and Labrador. It's a unique province in so many ways. I've only shown you part of it. You've only experienced a few of our delights. Come see the rest. It's just waiting for you.